let's talk about the unit circle. A unit circle is a circle of radius 1, whatever the units are, and it's centered at the origin. A few facts about the unit circle is any radius I draw in here from the center of the circle to the edge will have length 1. That's because the radius of a circle is always length 1. When you go from the center to the edge, that's a radius, so everything here is going to have length 1. The next thing that you might want to know is that we have the arc length formula. S equals r times theta from section 5.1, where theta is in radians. So what that means is that any arc length here in the unit circle, that is the arc length right here. So on a unit circle where the radius is equal to 1, the arc length is equal to theta. So this distance is going to be equal to this angle. Now the book calls this distance t because it's a direction, just like we measure theta in directions. Arc length, a length doesn't naturally have direction, so we're going to call it t to indicate that it's counterclockwise. Similarly, if we went around this way, this distance t is negative, and this angle theta is negative. The last fact we need to know about the unit circle before we move into trigonometry is that we can form right angles with any of these radii. So you just come over here and you can draw a right angle here. You could draw a right triangle here. You could draw a right triangle here. Really, with any of these, you can make right triangles. Notice that I'm always making the right triangles go up and down. I'm not making them go this way at all. I'm always drawing from the point on the edge of the circle. The point is usually called P. We could call this P1, P2, P3. But we don't have to use P. We could call that R. We could call this one Q. But the point is that we're always forming a right triangle with the reference angle. This is always the reference angle, also from section 5.1. The reference angle goes to the x-axis and is always 0 to 90 degrees or 0 to pi over 2 radians. So with those three facts in mind, we're ready to define our trig functions sine and cosine.